Nicole Kidman has always been one of Hollywood's most glamorous figures, but this week, the world saw her in a whole new light. Fresh off the heels of her highly publicized split from country music superstar Keith Urban, Nicole shocked fans and fashion insiders alike when she stepped out at Paris Fashion Week with a stunning new hairstyle. It wasn't just a haircut, it was a statement, a transformation, and for many, a clear symbol of a new chapter in her life. On October 6th, Nicole Kidman attended the Chanel Spring-Summer 2026 show in Paris, and all eyes were on her. Dressed in a crisp white button-down shirt and simple jeans, she exuded effortless Parisian chic. But it was her hair that stole the spotlight. Gone was her signature sleek, polished style. Instead, Nicole debuted a 70s-inspired cut with soft bangs and tousled texture that immediately became the talk of the fashion world. Celebrity stylist Adir Abergel was behind the look, emphasizing natural movement, texture, and shine, with what he described as a lived-in feel. The bangs were airy and modern, framing Nicole's face perfectly and giving her an edgy yet elegant appearance. The choice of hairstyle could not have come at more dramatic time. Just days before, Nicole finalized her split from Keith Urban, her husband of nearly 19 years. The divorce papers, filed at the end of September, confirmed what many had been speculating throughout the summer, that one of Hollywood's longest-running power couples was no more. According to reports, Nicole and Keith had been living apart for months, with Keith moving into his own residence as early as mid-summer. Sources close to the couple hinted at ongoing tension, long separations due to Keith's touring schedule, and emotional strain that had built up over time. Nicole, insiders say, fought to save the marriage, but ultimately the differences between them became irreconcilable. At the Chanel show, however, Nicole was not the image of heartbreak. Instead, she appeared radiant, poised, and determined. She arrived hand in hand with her two teenage daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret, sending a powerful message to the world. Family comes first. The photographs of Nicole walking into the venue with her girls by her side quickly spread across social media, sparking a flood of admiration. Fans praised her for showing strength during a deeply personal transition, while fashion critics declared her hairstyle a bold reset look that perfectly captured the essence of moving forward. The public reaction has been split between admiration and speculation. On one hand, fans applauded Nicole's ability to carry herself with grace during such a difficult period, calling her new hairstyle fresh, empowering, and timeless. On the other hand, gossip outlets jumped at the chance to label the cut as revenge bangs, a symbolic move that celebrities often make to mark new beginnings after heartbreak. While Nicole herself has not spoken publicly about the haircut, the timing and setting, Paris Fashion Week, surrounded by the cameras of the global press, made it clear this was no accident. For those unfamiliar with the backstory, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban were married in 2006 in a lavish ceremony in Sydney, Australia. For nearly 2 decades, they seemed inseparable, often appearing on red carpets together and publicly supporting each other's careers. They shared 2 daughters, and Nicole often spoke about how Keith was her rock, her grounding force after years of public scrutiny in Hollywood. However, the pressures of fame, long separations due to touring and filming schedules, and reported disagreements about lifestyle eventually wore down the relationship. By mid-2025, whispers began circulating that the two were living separate lives, and when the divorce filings surfaced, it confirmed what many had feared: one of Hollywood's golden couples had come to an end. The divorce itself is not without complexity. With vast assets, multiple properties, and high-profile careers, the separation involves careful legal and financial arrangements. Much of their wealth has long been held in trusts and entities, so reports suggest that financial disputes are less an issue than custody and logistics. The well-being of their daughters, Sunday and Faith, appears to be the top priority for both parents. Nicole has been seen publicly with the girls more frequently, suggesting she is leaning into motherhood as her anchor during this new phase of her life. Meanwhile, Keith Urban has kept a lower profile in the wake of the split. He has continued his performances, maintaining a steady presence in the country music scene, but has avoided making direct public comments about the divorce. Fans have speculated about his state of mind, but for now, both he and Nicole seemed intent on handling the situation with dignity and privacy, despite the constant glare of public attention. Back in Paris, Nicole's appearance wasn't just about a fashion show, it was a carefully orchestrated moment. Announced recently as a Chanel ambassador, Nicole knew the eyes of the world would be on her at one of the most prestigious events in fashion. The combination of her understated outfit, her daughters by her side, and the bold new hairstyle projected exactly what she wanted to convey: resilience, reinvention, and strength. It was as much a performance as it was a personal choice, showing that Nicole is not only surviving the split, but reclaiming her image on her own terms. Social media platforms erupted in commentary. On Instagram, fans flooded her posts with messages of support, calling her an inspiration and the definition of elegance. On X, trending hashtags like Nicole Kidman bangs and revenge hair dominated conversations. Fashion magazines quickly published think pieces on how Nicole's look represented the ultimate power move, transforming vulnerability into a fashion-forward statement. For many, this haircut wasn't just about style, it was about reclaiming identity after loss. But Nicole's transformation is not just physical. Friends close to her have described her as embracing this new phase with determination, focusing on her daughters, her career, and her health. She has several projects lined up, including major film roles and her ambassador duties with Chanel, and insiders say she is throwing herself into work as a way to channel her energy. This public reinvention, paired with her private resilience, paints the picture of a woman who refuses to let heartbreak define her. The Kidman-Urban split is undeniably sad, marking the end of a love story that captivated fans for almost 2 decades. But Nicole's latest appearance reminds the world why she has endured so long in the spotlight. She is not just an actress or a celebrity. She is a master of reinvention, someone who knows how to take control of her narrative when the world is watching. From her early days in Hollywood, through her marriage to Tom Cruise, to her award-winning career, and now her high-profile divorce from Keith Urban, Nicole has shown time and again that she knows how to rise above. But this story is still unfolding. Questions remain. How will Keith Urban address the divorce publicly? How will custody arrangements shape the family's future? And will Nicole continue to use fashion and public appearances as her way of signaling where she stands emotionally? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. Nicole's new look has ensured that she is firmly in control of the narrative. Her hair may be the headline, but beneath it is a story of resilience, family, and transformation. She is stepping into her next chapter with style, grace, and strength, and the world is watching.